Hey guys, welcome back to Malnado's Exotic Animals, and today we're going to be doing a little video on some geckos and stuff, and breeding plans with my Tremper albino. So, like I said, she's a Tremper albino. She's, from what I know of, she's just a straight up Tremper albino. I'm going to do some test breedings with her, and I'm also going to be doing some projects with her because I have the tangerine and super rapid tangerine carrot tail stuff. I'll go ahead and tell you guys some combinations I hope I'm doing with her and everything like that. So, the reason why I wanted to start making this video is because she's getting super close to breeding size. She's even ovulating right now, as you guys can see. She's ovulating, and if I turn on my gram scale, she's a little bit underweight for breeding. I personally like to breed my geckos around 44 to 45 grams. Look how many grams she is. 39 grams. Close, my friend. She's around 5 to 6 grams away from being breeding size for me. Some of you guys, I know you like to wait until they're around 50. I know some of you guys like to wait until they're around 60 grams. I mean, as long as your gecko is nice and healthy and is eating, is moving and reacting right, I don't see why there's a problem to breed them around 45 grams. That's what I've been doing with Luna, and there she is. She has been pretty active and really nice, as you can see. There you go. So, back to Venus. Now, Venus, like I said, she's a Tremper albino. I see that she has quite a good amount of lavender on her, so she might even be a lavender albino. But to see if she is, and if it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, I'm gonna pull down one of the babies I produced. That one turned out really lavender from a super happy tangerine. Okay. I mean, grab out this baby here. See how lavender and purple he turned out. I want to see if I can get that in the albino. Maybe with some, that would be a really nice cross. So, with my adult male, I'll be putting him to her. And also, I'll go ahead and pull him out until, just put this baby back up where it was. Alright, so what I plan on doing with her, you know what, I'm going to pull down a container so I can put her in. There we go, that's easier. Okay, so as I was saying, she has some nice lavenders in her, and my male turns out to be producing really nice lavender tangerine babies. So what I'm hoping to do with him and her is produce some really nice tangerine lavender albino stuff, which will be really cool. So I'm gonna put my male right there next to her. He's just pretty big compared to her, but she is definitely of size, but not so much of weight. Now, what I hope I'm doing with these two is pairing Sunshine to Venus and producing some tangerine hypotangerines, het Tremper albino. What I'm gonna do with those, I'm gonna temperature sex them for male. I'm gonna wait until I can actually properly sex them for male. Then once they're actually confirmed male, what I'll do is I'll breed them back. I'll raise them up. I'll breed them back into her, and I hope to produce some, like I said, tangelos, some lavender tangelos, and lavender albinos. So that's what I hope to do with these two breeding. And I think those will be a really cool looking babies. And that will be around 2020. If this actually goes to plan, around 2020 I will have some tangelos and tangerine albinos, that lavender, because if I'm correct, she'll be ready to breed sometime this summer. And then, after producing some eggs and raising up a male for around a couple months, I'll be able to breed them to her. So actually, maybe as early as 2019. But still, cool project. Hope to be doing this soon. So, after breeding her to my male, Sunshine, he breeds to all the females that I have. I'm going to hold, and I have a little holdback. This one is not for sale, just so you guys know. Go ahead and put her in here, and leave little one in here, inside his container. And I hope to breed her to my super hypo tangerine carrot tail male leopard gecko, what I believe is a male, right? He has really nice carrot tail right there, as you can see. Carroting is coming out really nice. Really nice hypos. You can actually see some of the lavender is actually passed on with him. So I know that with her and Sunshine breeding, I should be able to produce some really nice lavender albinos. The lavender stuff is kind of like a line bred trait. It pops out a lot with the tangerine and albino stuff. So hopefully I can get the lavender gene into her into some tangelos and possibly produce a really nice high quality tangelo albino with nice lavender bands. So what I'm going to be doing with these two, if I can pair them up, what I'm going to be doing is creating some, I hope it might dilute the quality of my super happy tangerine carrot tail stuff by breeding him to her, but she has a carrot tail and he has a carrot tail, so I hope that the carroting on the tail will be a little bit more higher, and I hope to produce some sun glows, Tremper sun glows, because really all you need is a super hypo tangerine and boom, you got a sun glow. A sun glow is basically an albino version of my female Luna. So all it really takes is one breeding, and then if I really want to do the high quality stuff, I'll do a little bit of inbreeding, but not too much inbreeding, because inbreeding is bad. That's why we don't see much splash sand boas out there, but I am hooked up in a deal. The deal is I make a certain amount of money, and once I make that certain amount of money, I get me an Anery double head albino splash. Then after a couple of years of raising her up, I purchase an albino splash male, and 50% of the litter will come out. Oh, the albino splash male will be het Anery. So what I'll get from that litter is everything from snows, binos, Anerys, and normals, and everything in between with the snows, albinos, Anerys, and normals. I'll get a little bit of splash here and there. I'll get some high qualities. I'll get some okay qualities. Like I'll get from rank 1 through 10. I'll get a couple 1s. I'll get a couple 10s, and right in between, I'll get the majority of the litter will be like 2s or 3s of splash. Maybe like 1 or 2 animals will be really high qualities. Maybe like an 8 and plus on the ranking. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, going back to leopard geckos, hopefully I can produce some really nice Tremper sun glows with these. So yeah. So that's the breeding plans that I got for her. And then I have another project that I'm hoping to jump into in around a year to 3 years from now. It's a white knight leopard gecko. And it's basically an all-white leopard gecko, like paper towel white, like paper white. And what do you need to produce that? It's basically, it has a lot of different names. The white knight is just an easier way to call it. The most, how do you say, the most complicated way to say it is a radar blazing blizzard. A radar is basically a bell albino eclipse. Just so you know, all the albino strains have their certain type of eclipse crossings. So with Tremper albinos, it's called a raptor. And then with rainwater albinos, it's called a typhoon. And then with the bell albinos, like I said, it's called a radar. So basically, and the other part of that gene is the blizzard. hence the name Blazing Blizzard, and it's also referred to as a Bell Diablo Blanco. So hopefully in the future I can be producing some White Knight Leopard Geckos. I haven't seen prices on those before, so by then I'm probably gonna price. I mean, I've seen the pricing on the Diablo Blanco, so I'll probably price them around $150 or something like that. But yeah, this is what I got for going on for the Tremper albino stuff at Malnati's Exotic Animals. And also, we got some I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick update on the babies and put these guys away, and I'll pull out the babies. Except for that one. That one has already been pulled out. So, here are the babies. We got Hypotangerine right here with some nice lavender bands. Like I said, the tangerines tend to have some lavender in them. So, I guess you could say they're lavender, but not 100% because, like I said, my animals, they came from wholesale breeders, so I can't be 100,000,000% sure what they are, but I can go off base of facts and book smarts and talking to other breeders and doing all this other stuff. I'm doing to the best of my ability to get down to the genetics of every single one of my geckos. That's why I'm not going to do that much leopard gecko breeding, except for what I have and what else I want to get into, because I didn't realize you had to know exactly what you have. Like, it can't just be, okay, I have tangerines. No, you have to know exactly what they've been bred for and where they are coming from. But for now, they're just being really nice. So this one right here, I will be selling this one. I hope to. But yeah, I'm going to be keeping this one. So this one is not for sale. This one is getting closer to being sold, but I have to talk to my parents which ones I'll sell and which one I don't. My plan is I sell around 6 babies this year. I mean, I have this one which I plan on selling. Leopard geckos, Hypotangerines, which is this one, will go for around $50. And the Super Hypotangerine Caratails are going for $65. So, the reason why I'm selling them for a little bit more expensive, because this is my first year breeding, and like I said earlier in the video, I need a certain amount of money to purchase my Anery Double-Head Albino Splash. So basically, you guys are donating a little bit of money to me so that I can save up for this animal. And so I can actually help do some splash breeding, and hopefully in the future we'll have splash Samboas all the way out to maybe even Petco. But that's another decade or two from now. But, so, yeah, it's little babies. They're all around 5 to 6 grams each. This one, I believe, is 7 grams. Let's see. He's 5 grams. I'm sorry. And this one, I believe, is another 5 grammer. This one is a little bit more skinnier due to him. He is strictly on crickets. As you can see, he's really active, so he's good for crickets. Alright. Oh, he's 7 grams. What? Wait, I gotta reweigh this one, because this one is fatter than him. Yeah, I understand. You don't like being picked up. Okay, yeah, he's 7 grams. I'm sorry. So they're both 7 grams. They're around a month old now, and so yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys like this new update video with leopard gecko breeding, and what I also hope to save up for. So these guys will only be sold at reptile shows, and whenever I go to a reptile show, I will most likely be pairing up with Tiki's Geckos with David. So if you want to buy something from me, I'll most likely be at a booth with David at Tiki's Geckos, but I'll be announcing a week or two before whenever I go to a reptile show, I'll be updating you guys before I go, so you guys can get ready and do all your payments and stuff. So So yeah.